Okay, so after I did my Kingpin versus Bane, I had someone throw out the idea of, did I mention the Arkham Asylum version? So as you can tell, that's wickedly jacked and huge Arkham Asylum version of Bane. Difference being is that he's not on Venom, he's actually on what's referred to as Titan, which is a stronger version of Venom. Now, of course, depending on which version of the game you're playing, he's actually hidden underneath Arkham, and essentially he's kind of just gets everything mainlined into his body. At which point he then goes on an absolute murderous rampage because he is the second biggest version of Bane. I say second because the Bane from The Batman, which is an animated series, he was Bane when he turned on his discs and made like a yellow glow, and he became like super huge and just massively red. And like a giant monster. That's the biggest version of Bane. The fact that Batman actually had to create almost like a small-scale mech to battle him. So this is a continuation of the previous series of fights where I had Kingpin winning the majority of them. As always, look at intelligence, fightability, strength, speed, durability, and vulnerability. Interjection, versatility, and X Factor. So we'll get right into this. Now, normally, depending on which version of Bane you're talking about, he's a very intelligent individual. This version is pretty much been kept underground. And is pretty much emaciated. So when he actually gets let loose, he kind of just goes crazy and almost like a Hulk style of violence. Where normally he would be a pretty intelligent individual, but now he's got that just must kill everyone. Pretty much specifically going after Batman. So I will actually give an intelligence edge to Kingpin in this one, just because he's not just fully saturated head to toe in a mainlining version of an extremely potent version of Venom. Fighting ability, yeah, Bane is still an amazing fighter. Strength, now of course classic Kingpin was able to do a pretty good job holding down someone like Spider-Man. This version of Bane was actually able to throw people through brick walls. These are brick walls in Arkham. So this is not a regular everyday brick wall. This is a keep supervillains inside prison level brick wall. And throwing somebody through one instead of having them smash on impact takes a tremendous amount of strength. Think about, you know, like tornadoes can take straws, put them through trees. It's kind of like that. So his level of strength is just ridiculous in this iteration. Speed. Normally classic Kingpin makes her be a very quick individual. Now you've got an almost instinctual version of Bane, who, like I said, he is so ridiculously fast, it's not even funny. And of course, now he's got the super high healing ability as well, because his body, as you can tell from the hoses in the back, he's saturated. He is saturated with essentially the super compound that makes him the man who's able to destroy Batman. Now think about a more potent version of that and how barrels of it dumped into him. He is a ridiculously massive individual. In vulnerability, this one is still going to go to Kingpin, because if nothing else, you've got a guy who's got on Kevlar versus a guy who, as you can tell, he's not wearing a shirt. He's got nothing on his body. He is entirely exposed. Energy projection, we're still looking at that cane. That cane still has the ability to blast lasers from it. It's a really potent weapon. Remember, classic Kingpin is pretty much a Spider-Man villain, sorry, not a Daredevil villain. Versatility, again, beyond carrying the cane, you might notice he's got a ring on. The ring is really full of some sort of poison, sleeping toxin. He's a guy who essentially was a strong individual who used gadgets to battle Spider-Man. Now, X Factor. I'm actually going to give this one to Bane, because if nothing else, looking at the way these two guys are lined out, this version of Bane is the Hulkbuster version of Bane. Super huge, super jacked, all physical stats through the roof, and he's mentally designed to battle an individual like Batman. Batman, great fighting skill, a lot of gadgets. So he's taking an individual who's smart, has a lot of gadgets. So between sleeping toxins, Bane in this version, no. Short of destroying a building on top of him, no. This Bane is going to keep on coming. And eventually, he is going to absolutely tear Kingpin apart. For your inevitable winner, Bane.